Good morning, cover authors and potential future ghostwriters. And as I mentioned in the welcome video, there's a lot of basic keys that you have to be aware of to produce good writing. And one of the most powerful, yet overlooked, are what are called transitions or transitional sentences. And you have to be careful here. You're probably not going to do them in the first or second drafts, but it's in the revising stages that you have to be so careful. So the whole idea behind transitions is that whenever you are changing thoughts, and if you're changing thoughts, you need to transition. It's like shifting gears in a car. It's just a smooth handoff in ideas. So you can use transitions in paragraphs from sentence to sentence. You can use transitions between paragraphs and between chapters. If there's a fairly abrupt change in thought from one chapter to the next, let the reader know. And so transitions just smooth out your writing, and therefore changing ideas don't sound so abrupt or choppy. So to get the idea of transitions schematically, this is what it might look like. Let's say this is your writing. This is a single page, and you're starting off your topic up here at the top of the page, and you're trying to work your reader down to the bottom. Or this could be the top of the book to the end of the book. But there's a main point that you're trying to follow. But within here, there might be some little detours that we need to take them on. And if we do that, we need to transition to tell the reader, hey, we're going to be heading out this way for a moment, let them know we're taking a detour, but then we have to bring them back. So just kind of remember this little diagram. You're working on a main point, and there will certainly be times that we need to take little detours. Let the reader know, but then also let them know that you are coming back to this main path. So for instance, here's a simple sentence with no transitions. Maintaining a great credit score is one of the easiest ways to improve your financial future. You'll receive better credit card rates and may find it easier to land jobs where you must handle money. Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion use Vantage Score 3.0. Well, you can see that the reader's going, huh? What's Equifax and Experian? Where did this come from? We were just talking about a great credit score and why it's important, and now you've just thrown these different terms at me. I have no idea where they're coming from. It's very jarring and abrupt. Now, yes, it might be possible that the writer is going to go on to explain in the following sentences, but it doesn't change the fact that you've just jarred the reader. And sometimes they're going, I got to just stop here. Now I got to go look this stuff up. I don't know what they're talking about. It's not a real smooth transition. So what might we do here in the revising stages? We might say, the U.S. has 3 national credit bureaus to track credit scores: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. So the sentence in red is my transition. I have let the reader know that we've left this kind of bigger topic of maintaining credit scores, and we're now going off on a little bit of a tangent to talk about the credit bureaus. And that red sentence right there, my transitional sentence, lets them know that. So it's a very clear handoff. Now I've also broken it up because we also talked about this thing called Vantage Score. Well, what is it? Let's break that up into another sentence. Each company tracks your credit score through a credit scoring model called Vantage Score 3.0. See, now it's very clear that we've gone off on a tangent talking about credit bureaus. Who are they? And what's this scoring model that they use? Well, that wasn't really the main point of this paragraph. It was about maintaining great credit scores and why it's so important. So now we need to bring the reader back into this main point. So maybe we say, you can contact each company for a free copy of your credit score. And then we can go on to continue talking about why it's important to maintain good credit scores. And so the red sentence is our transition out of the main thought, and the blue sentence is a transition back into the main thought. So it might seem like a simple example, and again, you'll probably say, yeah, I would certainly do that. It makes sense. But you'd be surprised that when you start doing works on your own, it's very easy to overlook because, again, the thoughts are yours, and of course they make sense. But you have to remember that your reader doesn't know your thoughts. And so every time that you're changing thoughts, you need to hand them off with a transitional sentence. So remember to use transitions. Be aware of changing thoughts. And if there's a changing thought, let the reader know that you're switching to a new thought by using a transitional sentence. And then also remember, bring the reader back to the main thought with another transitional sentence. So transitions are the stepping stones from the smaller ideas that lead to your main point. And ultimately, you must be sure that your reader lands on your main point. And one of the smoothest ways to do that is to use transitions. If you'd like to talk more about potentially hiring a ghostwriter, please call 561-282-9455. You can also email ghosthost@financeghostwriter.com.